It's Aquarius Leviathan Prophecy, and we're back at it with another reaction video. This time we're going to be reacting to the top, I'll probably say the top 50 comic book heroes of all time. This is a span of, I believe, 50 years. Um, they just, basically, telling you who was the superheroes that was on top. Marvel, DC, what I'm saying, whatever have you for that, time period. So without further ado, let's get it. As you can see, Superman was dominating a lot in the 80s. And then around the 90s, it was kind of more of Batman who dominated more than the 90s, and then so on and so forth. As you can see, it's going to start going down and it's going to start going up. So like I said, Superman dominated a lot of the 90s and 80s. Superman and Batman kind of dominated both, 80s and 90s. So yeah. But you can see Batman slowly creeping up. And then there was Spider-Man, and then there was the Avengers, and then there was Blade for like a short period of time. So, I mean, yeah. I'm not mad at it. I was a huge Batman fan, because obviously Batman debuted, on in 1992. And, obviously that's the year I was born. So, I mean, I guess, Batman just kind of been my favorite superhero, you know? And Batman kind of dominated most of the 90s, though. I mean, he came out with a lot of great movies. Batman and Mr. Freeze. He had Batman. He had Batman and Robin. Um, so yeah. And as you can see, Blade kind of creeped up in the like around the mid '90s, late '90s. So you had Superman, Batman, Superman, Blade, and then just Superman. But obviously, as years went on, you started to see a lot of, you started to see X-Men creep up as well around the 2000s. So, and then, Batman came out with his movies, Batman, Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises. So, and then obviously Spider-Man was on top for a few, years, heading into the 2003 year. So, I mean, it's been up and down. There's been a lot of superheroes that, try to take that throne that Superman held for so long. And for Batman too, Batman, was good in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. So, and then you started to see a lot of different, cartoons um creep up around 2007. Spider-Man was still on top, surpassing, Superman, Batman, you know. Around that time period, yeah, Spider-Man, with Ultimate Spider-Man and, Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, and then obviously, Batman took over around 2009, 2010 with the Dark Knight Rises and stuff like that. So, And then X-Men started to creep up a little bit. And then here comes the Avengers. The Avengers just took over. And, everything was just, even though Batman was second and third, and probably seventh, eighth, but obviously Iron Man took over. So yeah, man, a lot has changed over the years. Obviously Captain America came out as well. And then you saw Avengers just take over. And then you saw Captain America kind of creep up a little bit. Yeah, so, but, so far Avengers are like the top, you know. And you saw a Galaxy to the, I think that's Galaxy. But obviously you see just Avengers just taking over. And now we heading into 2020. Avengers are still the most talked about. So there you have it. That was the, I guess, 50 year that, obviously, that's the 50-year, or not even 50 years, probably like 70 years that, cause no, maybe it's like 25 because it started at 19. It started like around the 90s, 80s and 90s. So I'd probably say a good 50 years. Um, but yeah, man, there was a lot of up and coming, heroes. Like I said, Superman and Batman set the tone in the 80s and 90s, and everything just, I mean, they just took off with that. And I mean, Iron Man had his shine. Spider Man had his shine a little bit during the early 2000s and stuff like that. So a lot of a good educational video. To learn about your superheroes and stuff. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I will put the video in the description box down below so y'all can check it out. And yeah, till next time, take care of yourself and each other.